So. Ab zur Kneipe, komm. Da ist er ja. Kann ich hier eigentlich nach oben? Nee, kann ich nicht.
I take it Aberline did not think you complicit in the ruse?
I'm here, aren't I?
I'm sorry, Mary. The inspector's presence was unforeseen.
Der mag dich nicht. Gibt's da eine Vorgeschichte? Okay.
What's the history between you two?
I may have written the odd article the inspector took exception with, but that is neither here nor there. Tell me what you found.
Very little.
The distraction did not work?
Oh, it worked. I just didn't find no subterfuge as you spoke of. Their money's on Leather Apron. John Piser's his name. Don't know about you, but slipper makers don't strike me as the important type.
You fall for their lies, Mary.
The inspector don't strike me as the crooked sort is all.
Apply pressure to any man and they will bend. Fred Eberline is no exception.
I just can't imagine him keeping such a dreadful secret.
Speaking of secrets, there's a man rife with them.
Okay. Der wird versuchen, uns auszuspionieren. Der ist seltsam, der passt doch gut hierher, der tut nichts.
Fits right in round here.
Word has it, he's been asking after work.
He seemed pretty flush that night I saw him in here.
Then that is surely a mystery. And one I must leave you to solve alone.
Okay. Nur dann lösen wir das von alleine.
Oh, you're still in Whitechapel, Mr. Jenkins. Looking for work, I hear.
We all must earn our keep.
See, now either you got holes in them pockets or someone's had their hands in them.
Wakeful, aren't we?
Have to be round here.
So I am learning.
Sie haben die Neuigkeiten vermutlich gehört. Was machen Sie denn wirklich hier? Sie sollten hier vorsichtig sein, Sir.
Take it you've heard the news?
Another slain. I just so happened to pass where they found her. There was much talk among the crowds.
Seems lately that's all we do talk about round here.
Do not lose faith. The killer will be found. I'm sure of it.
Couple hundred coppers walk these streets and blood is still spilt. I'm beginning to think I'd have better luck.
That would not be wise.
Andere haben ja bisher nichts geschafft. Was willst du schon? Sie habe ich nicht gefragt. Warte mal. So.
Well, waiting for others ain't helped so far.
To catch a beast, one must know why it kills.
Or just his name. John Piser. He's the one they're calling Leather Apron.
You know him?
I know his type. Had dealings with him enough times. As far as they're concerned, women ain't no better than dogs. If you're looking for a why, Mr. Jenkins, you won't find better than that. You think different?
Mrs. Millwood, assailed on the 25th day of February, restored to health and died 6 days later from natural causes. Mrs. Wilson, slain on the 28th day of March, twice stabbed in the throat. The assailant was heard demanding coin. Mrs. Smith, again assailed for coin, this time by several men. She died 2 days later. And lastly, Mrs. Tabram found dead on the 7th day of August. 39 stab wounds to her body. These are savage acts, but wholly separate.
You're forgetting Polly.
With purpose. Whosoever slew Mrs. Nichols had no hand in these earlier crimes. Her wounds stand apart from the others, and it were not for coin.
There's something you're not telling me.
Ha! The pot calls the kettle black.
The latest. Annie, Mrs. Chapman. The police say her cuts and the like are the same as Mrs. Nichols. They say something were taken from her.
Taken? What?
Ihm vertrauen.
It were one of her woman parts.
I must go.
Where to?
I worry Fey has not returned. I shall find her.
I could help.
Was nu? Eine Vision.
Good day.
Get you a drink, Mary? What's this? Madam Eves?
Mr. Jenkins was eyeing it. I saw this earlier at the police station.
Doesn't surprise me. Always crackpots offering their services when there's a big mystery to be solved. Load of old rubbish, if you ask me.
Ist das wirklich rubbish? Also Müll, Unsinn, Blödsinn?
Miss Kelly to see you.
Huch. Wer ist sie denn?
My time has a price. One I doubt you can afford.
Sie haben es ja schön hier. Ich habe Ihre Visitenkarte auf dem Revier gefunden.
Old Bill, more to your liking, eh? Found one of your calling cards at the station. Thrown in the bin it was.
Some minds are closed, as our purse is empty. Neither are of interest.
Please, I've come for help. Mr. Jenkins recommended you.
I do not know any Jenkins.
Tall, fair hair, up himself. He's got a dog and all. I think he talks to her.
Sit.
Die Wahrsagerin setzt dich.
Tell me what you seek.
Thought that was your job.
You require evidence?
You do know I'm broke.
You have cause to be skeptical. The others were false.
Others?
The others who told you, they spoke to your husband.
Joe didn't like me doing it. Said I should let go.
Would you not feel jealous living with a man who yearned for a wife long past? I could make contact with him if you want. But that isn't why you've come here, is it, Mary?
Nein, Sie können das wirklich. Ist ja unglaublich. Nein, warte
No,
mal.
it ain't.
You do seek a man, yes?
Pizer. John Pizer.
Hold that name in your mind. The tarots show us where we have been and where the path ahead may lead. Select one.
Egal welche. Ist doch bestimmt Magie jetzt in einem Spiel, oder?
The Hermit, reversed. It tells me you do not trust. You often lie.
Maybe I got a good reason.
Pick another. The Devil. This is the one you seek.
Okay.
Yes, that's him.
Ach,
This person is calculated, selfish, and cruel.
Is this working?
Concentrate. Pick again.
Die.
Justice reversed. You are no stranger to the police.
Occupational hazard.
The High Priestess. There is a woman in your past. Someone you respected.
It can't be my mother. Oh, Madeline?
The Abbess.
Oh, I worked there years ago. How did you know?
Pick another. Oh, the star. This is a good sign. Go to the brothel. You will find what you seek.
I will?
Pick again.
Okay, ich nehme jetzt die hier.
Ooh, the moon. Bad things will happen at night.
You mean he'll kill again?
You must be careful. Another card.
Es müsste langsam zu Ende sein, die da.
The Hierophant. It represents the link between the human and divine. Do you go to church?
I try.
Try harder. Pick again. Another good sign. The world reversed. You have opportunity on your side.
Doesn't feel like it.
Embrace your destiny, Mary. Again.
Muss ich das ganze Kartenspiel aufdecken?
The Emperor. This tells me there is a man of power in your life. You are wary of him.
Der Pfarrer, Mr. Jenkins.
Mr. Jenkins?
He means well and wants to help you. Pick the final card.
Death.
It means finality. Your journey will come to an end.
Then I'll find him.
It is within your power. The reading is finished.
What do I do now then?
You have been told where you must go. The rest is up to you.
Time to pay an old friend a visit then. Good night, Miss Eve. And thank you.
Sprich mit einer anderen Zuhälterin. Wir sollen ja auch einen Spotter... Oh,
Hello, Madeline.
Marie, ma belle, you look like shit.
And whose fault's that?
You have not forgiven me?
Du hast nur deine Arbeit gemacht, sieht nicht so aus. Ich hoffe jeden Tag, dass du verreckst. Ach komm, wir sind mal nett.
You were only doing your job. I would have thrown me out too.
I did not do it lightly.
Does the cunt still work here? I don't see her.
Well, she left not long after you, with the contents of my safe and my most profitable customer.
Ha! So I was right.
You expect me to act on a dream? Huh. You have not come back just to reminisce, no?
I'm looking for someone. Been told I'll find some answers here.
Be my guest. It will be good for my girls to see just how green that grass is on the other field.
Oh Gott. Guck doch mal, wie die hier abhängt.
I heard you and Madame talking. You used to work here, didn't you?
Until I was thrown out, yeah.
What's it like working the streets?
Du willst doch nicht wissen, genau wie hier, nur duftet es weniger.
Not easy, but I manage.
I meant no offense. I'm worried about my friend is all.
Who's that then?
Abigail.
Name doesn't ring any bells.
She got sent away a few weeks ago. Madame dismissed her and I haven't heard from her since. I haven't seen her at all. And with what's going on out there.
Oh, I'm sure she's fine. If anything had happened to her, it'd have been in the papers.
But why hasn't she been back then? We told each other everything. We cared for each other.
Zu viel Angst vor Madeline.
She's probably too scared of Madeline to come back.
I need to button it. Madame will have my head if I'm not ready for the next customer. Thank you for talking to me, I mean. I'll see you around, maybe.
Okay, vielleicht hat das so irgendeinen Nebeneffekt positiven. Okay, die halb angezogen.
Every day, like you said.
Make sure the water's good and hot.
Fresh off the stove it is. Keep it up now. I don't want the blame should them sores return. Looks like someone wants a word. Oh, good God. Mary!
Charlotte!
Christ, it must be 4 years at least.
Sieh dich nur an, es kommt mir schon länger vor. Hier sieht es jetzt aber schick aus. Warte mal.
Look at you! Not the shy girl I last laid eyes on.
Only when they want me to be, right?
That's my girl. Oh, when did that start?
A while back. Madeline brings her in once a week. Punters always pay more for a healthy quim.
I imagine she ain't short of work. I hear there's another house just opened in Knightsbridge.
She's half dozen lodging houses too.
Built herself quite the little empire as Madeline.
Come on then. What you been up to?
Trying to make sure I don't end up in the gutter with my throat slit.
Fuck. Don't say that, Red.
It's my own fault. I'd still be here if I hadn't given that bitch a blinker.
You were right, though. Tart ended up nicking off all of us.
Well, I hope she's happy.
You do?
Course I fucking don't. You, enough of that. I came 'cause I need help.
Anything.
I'm looking for someone. Man named John Pizer. Been told here's where I might find answers.
What do you want him for?
Ich denke, das weißt du schon. Dafür sorgen, dass niemand mehr zu Schaden kommt.
I want to make sure no one else gets hurt.
He came in here once or twice. Some of the girls didn't like him, said he scared them. I didn't want to be like that. I wanted Madeline to see I was strong.
And?
When we did it, he liked to pretend. You know, like he was someone else.
Who?
We were just pretending, Mary. Me too.
Charlotte who?
The killer.
Christ, takes all sorts.
It was just an act, a story. He didn't mean no harm.
Did he ever mention where he lived? Charlotte!
This ain't none of my business, Red. Ain't yours neither.
Shame they couldn't say that, eh? They were too old, too poor, too fucking tired. If you're happy to carry on pretending it ain't happening, then be my guest. But I can't. Not anymore.
He spoke of his mother's house. Said he liked to get away there sometimes. Mulberry Street. Number 22, I think. You're not going there, are you?
Oh, too fucking right I am.
It's not him, Mary. It can't be.
We'll soon find out.
Warum brüllt sie denn so? Mama. Geht's da hinten noch weiter? Nee, ne? Okay, dann reden wir mit ihr hier. Oh, guck mal, hier rutscht eigentlich alles weg. Das Outfit sieht doch viel besser aus.
What are the men of the street like?
Tja, wie sind die wohl? Ungestüm. Oh, 3. Kapitel. Alte Freunde.
Let us return.
Du Lac, it will be as it was an hour ago, and the hour before that, and all the other hours stretching back to yesterday.
Damn crowds. Have they no respect? A woman has died.
To hell with the crowds. Our concern should be Mary. Are you absolutely sure you haven't seen her?
Of course I'm sure. I would remember, would I not?
I suppose. It is a shame. If only there was some way you could remonstrate with this curious mob. Some special words that would
Es
convince them
gibt hier
to
nichts zu
leave.
sehen.
Out of the question. I will not resort to sorcery. If I did, would it work?
Aye, you are desperate. You could enchant 1, 2 at a push. Certainly not dozens.
But you have the right of it. There must be something we can do to disband them.
What you need, Du Lac, is a diversion.
A diversion. Faye, that is masterful.
No! We are not going to repeat the rabid dog charade. I could taste soap for an entire week the last time.
On our arrival, when Charlie spoke of the recent murder, did he not promise us a spot should we have need of it?
Du Lac, that was a ruse. The boy would say anything to entice you to favor him.
it is not us he need entice. Come, let us go and find him.
Okay. Finde Charlie.